Hi guys, Monday. Coming to the end of a 3-hour ride now. Absolutely gorgeous day for it. Rest week and league rest day yesterday, so yeah, legs are feeling a bit heavy. Should get better over the next few days and hopefully have a good week of racing and training, so see how we get on. Yeah, plan is to race in Tameside on Tuesday, Nottingham on Wednesday, and then I actually got my first road race close to Nottingham on the Sunday. East Midlands Road Race Championship, so that should be spicy. See if I can hold on and stay with the main group. That'll be the main thing, so yeah, we'll see how we do in that. We're looking forward to it. We'll be going to the gym this evening, but since it's a bank holiday, the gym's going to be shut, so probably just be doing some rehab exercise at home this afternoon. Hi guys, it's Tuesday. Just topping up to an hour and a half zone 2 on the trainer this morning, and then heading back to Tameside this evening for Cat 234 race. So see how we get on there. It's been raining today, so might be a wet one, but we'll just have to see how it is on the day. Actually experimenting with alternate length cranks, so I've got a 170mm crank on the left side and 165 on the right. Try and bring my left-right balance into alignment, because my left leg is anywhere from 20 to 40 watts lower than my right leg actually. So from what I found in my testing, thought it's worth a shot to experiment with this. It doesn't feel too weird, so and I feel like the power is slightly higher on the left, like bringing it back up. I'll do some more extensive testing over the next few weeks, but ideally it brings it into alignment, and then I can go back to having the same length cranks on each side and have the benefit of having even power from both legs really. 4-rise power on there, and then the kicker core power on the MyWhoosh. So yeah, I'll record some data files over the next few days and weeks when I'm just doing a zone 2 ride or doing a session, and see what the offset's looking like. But be careful with it, because I'm obviously introducing more stress to the left leg now. Could potentially lead to some sort of overuse injury, so need to be really careful with it, but might work out at the end of the day, so it's worth a try, I reckon. Physios shaking their head, no, don't do it. Right now, some absolutely horrendous weather going over the Snake, like massive rainstorm where you like barely see the road in front of you, and wipers on max, like you're barely clearing it. But yeah, it's holding out here. It looks relatively dry, and it's a lot warmer. I mean, it's generally quite warm today, like 16+ degrees. So yeah, sky's looking all right, but yeah, it could well heavens open up. But yeah, we'll just have to see. Hopefully it holds out all right here, but yeah, we don't know. Solid evening of racing last night. Obviously it was just a Cat 234 race, and it was a very reduced field, but there was 10 riders on the day, so we should get BC points. We should all get BC points, which is nice. I only needed 2 points to move up to Cat 2, and ended up coming 4th, so should get 6 points. So comfortably Cat 2, and then tonight I'm going to be doing an E123 race. So now that I'm Cat 2, there's a typically race I'm going to be doing the NatB sort of level. But yeah, it started out all right. Even the disgusting weather we'd had, it managed to hold out there for however long, and the track was dry. So first 25 laps it was absolutely fine, and the group got whittled down to about 7 riders, I think. But yeah, just staying in contention. Did a couple of one turn on the front, but then just sitting back and then trying to hold the wheel as best as possible to conserve some energy. But yeah, there wasn't really many attacks going, so it was quite conservative to start off with. And at halfway we have a pre-em sprint, so and actually with half a lap to go, I decided to attack over the front and lead it out going into the sprint, and managed to kick hard for home and hold off the guy trying to come around me. So ended up winning the pre-em, which was nice, and got a little prize for that. League points as well in the Tameside League, which obviously I must be doing all right in, because I've just been showing up every week. Obviously I haven't been getting podiums, but I've probably still been getting a few points. So
we'll see about that. Try and do better in the closing weeks to bump up my ranking. And attacked over the Preem, and then I was off the front. And I was thinking, okay, break might get established here, so kept it rolling. And a few guys counter-attacked to me. And then from that, yeah, there was attacks just rolling, and it was really hard work to get back on after that, because they're coming through with so much momentum. But yeah, I was able to close the gap back to them, and then it was a group of 5 of us that were clear. So 2 more guys had been dropped, and we were the guys who were obviously going to go to the line. So yeah, we were working decently together. I did pull a few turns on the front just to maintain that separation, make sure that we weren't going to get reeled back in by the chasing riders, and it was going to be the 5 of us going clear to the line. So was doing that, and then a couple of attacks were happening, and the group did begin to fracture. So 2 guys went clear off the front, and I was definitely going to be doing a lot of work to bring that back. Happy to work together, the 3 of us, to bring back the chasing 2. So I was in the process of doing that, and then the heavens opened. It started absolutely mullering it down. It's like, oh my god. So yeah, I kind of we kept going with the chase for a while, and then it was getting so wet and coarse, and it was raining so much that I'm like not wanting to take any risks through corners really, and we were, all 3 of us were slowing down. One of us slowed down less, and he continued the chase to the break of 2 up the road, but me and this guy called Alfonso were just like, nah bro, I'm not taking risks here. And especially me, I had carbon clinchers in the wet, like I was pulling a handful of brake and I was getting a handful of nothing, mate. So yeah, that was interesting. So yeah, it was just me and Alfonso as a group of 2. There's one guy bridging to the breakaway, and then the 2 guys out front. So yeah, we're just going nice, and we were all being sensible, nice and under control, and everyone finished, and just a bit soggy at the end of the day. So it was all good. Thankfully no one crashed. But yeah, just doing the work with Alfonso behind, and he is a bit of a sprinter, so, and he normally wins the Preem actually. So yeah, I knew he'd want to come around me in a sprint, so I was trying to make it hard out of the corners, but wasn't able to drop him. And then coming into the sprint finish, I got on the gas from the front and could feel him coming around me, but and we're super close on the line. So it depends where our transponder. I'm assuming our transponders were in similar spots, but he wasn't able to come around me. My front wheel definitely got over the line first. I mean, it was less than a wheel length really, but managed to hold him off, so should have got 4th on the day. If the rain hadn't happened, I mean, I definitely would have continued that chase, but I mean, I'm already being cautious on some of the corners, so in the wet, it's like, no, I'm not going to risk it. I'm wanting to race tomorrow, so yeah, but managed to get 4th and get 6 points, so that should be 56 points total now, and needed my 52 to get to Cat 2, so it should officially be a Cat 2 now, which is cool. And obviously got my first road race on Sunday, so these Nat B races are going to be these E123s are the ones that I'm going to be wanting and needing to do well at going forward. So I've got my experience now from doing these races, and now it's like, okay, can I try and do decently well in a Nat B, because that's going to be the goal for the end of the year. Like, can I shake it up in a Nat B? Can I be in contention at the end to make an attack, make something happen, you know? So now we're going to have to try and find that out. I've done this is my 26th race, so 21st crit race. So I mean, I've still got loads to improve on. I'm going to continue doing the crit races to do that. But I am so much better than when I started. I'm going to be thrown in the deep end tonight. Yeah, so it's Nat B level, so E123 tonight, and conditions might hold out. I mean, it's going to be raining during the day, but it shouldn't be raining during the actual event itself because it's quite late. But yeah, just see how I get on, and then this will be the norm going forward. Be like getting up on the start line against the big boys, really.
Hi guys, it's Wednesday. Just doing an hour on the turbo now. Got out for half an hour and on the TCR, but free hub in my training wheel's not quite right, so gonna see if I can figure that out. What's wrong with it? Just sticking way too much and not not engaging properly. Another hour on the turbo now, and then heading to Nottingham this evening to do my first E123 race. So conditions probably aren't going to be amazing. It's probably going to be a bit wet on circuit again, a bit of grit. But yeah, just show up and see how it goes really. So just have to see. Obviously the race got cancelled last week because of the weather. The week before that it got cancelled. We didn't restart the race after a crash. We just ended the race there. So be good to get round for the first time going up against some higher level riders. So just staying in contention is going to be the main thing, and yeah, see what we can get up to on the day.
After over a week of not working, the core sensor seems to have come back to life after fully discharging it and then recharging it again. So yeah, see if I can get it back up to full charge and then try and use it tomorrow and see if that's all good. Because I was literally just about to get ready to send it back to Switzerland to see what was wrong with it. Heading off to the station, get the train to Nottingham now. Yeah, it's quite a late race, so 6 o'clock train and then 8 o'clock race. So not going to be back in Sheffield until 11:30. So get home just before midnight, sort of thing. So it's going to be a long day, long afternoon. But yeah, crack on with it and see how we go in the E123. Windy and chilly, but should be alright.
And we've also got stage race.
Went alright for my first E123. That not crazy big field, and 18 riders or something. But yeah, and the racing dynamics weren't too different to the race I've done before, except for the fact that they're actually happy to let a breakaway go. In all the other races I've done so far, the breakaway always gets brought back in, apart from sometimes at Tameside. But yeah, it's like a bit more smart dynamics rather than strong people who are just going to bring back every move. So moves do actually get away. So there was a break of 2 that got a big gap up the road as we were sitting up, and then a couple of guys tried to bridge, and I was the third guy to try and bridge, and so 3 guys in no man's land, myself included, and we formed a break of 3 that were in between the main peloton and the leading group of 2. We were working decently well together. Obviously I was like losing the wheel a little bit, so not as efficient as I could have been, but we were still working well together, and we had a decent leash from the peloton, but a couple of laps ago we got brought back in, and then coming into the sprint finish, I mean, I was in decent. I could have been contesting in decent position, but yeah, I'd been working hard in the breakaway and didn't really contest it really. So yeah, I mean, I got round. That's the main thing, and then first Nat B road race on Sunday, so that's gonna be even another level up from this, obviously. So yeah, I just have to see how that goes really. Yeah, good to get around today, just boost the confidence, and yeah, last one of the series. Obviously no points because I was out of the top 10, but got around, stay with the group. Not as efficient. Could have been more efficient. Could have been holding wheels better, but I wasn't getting spat, so that's the main thing. And yeah, we'll just get better with time. Keep getting at it, and keep getting after it. And yeah, obviously going to be a really strong field on Sunday. So yeah, just show up, have a good dig, and see what we can get up to. And just like that, we're home. 12 minutes to midnight. Absolutely knackered, mate. That was a hard ride back from the station. Fucking cringe ass headwind off Exall Road. Yeah, doing 200 watts, feeling like 400. Yeah, get some cereal down me, and then go to bed now. Yeah, hard day out that.
Hi guys, Thursday. On the bike for 2 hours now. Then I'll head to the gym, do a session, and then do a heat training session. So an hour at the gym. Thankfully, core body temperature sensor's working again. So I've just been dual recording the activity for this ride. Data should look all alright, because I mean it just went from being completely dead for over a week to seemingly back to life. So see if it's fully charged and such, and then should be able to use it for my heat session tonight. Dual recording also gives me opportunity to have a look at the left-right balance with the 170mm crank on the left, 165 on the right. Just from looking at the 2 data screens, from 4 eyes on my Wahoo to the Kicker Core on my Whoosh, it looks like the power balance has come a bit more into alignment rather than having less power coming from my left leg, which is what I've seen for the last 6 months or so since started doing dual recording testing. Doesn't feel, this only second ride on the trainer with the alternate crank lengths, but doesn't feel weird, and it doesn't feel like I've got excess impingement in the left hip. This time last year I dealt with some hip impingement in my right hip, so I've been doing, for the last year plus, I've been doing rehab exercises to keep on top of that. But yeah, so far feeling nothing in the left hip, which is really good, but I need to continue to be cautious about it as I am introducing this bilateral difference to the system, which is a bit obscure, a bit out there. So yeah, just be sensible with it really. Got up late today, was absolutely knackered yesterday, got home around midnight, and then I had to have something to eat, chill out a bit before I went to bed. So sleeping for like 10 hours, getting up at 11, it's like, alright, still got stuff to crack on with today though, so just 2 hours on the trainer, and like I say, have something to eat and then go to the gym and get another couple of sessions in the bank. So yeah, and also validate how bullshit my heat ramp was last week. Do a similar sort of thing and see what my core body temperature actually gets to, and if I was overdoing it or underdoing it. So that'll be good to see. Give me a better insight as to how to use the sensor as well. So that's 38.5. This is 5 minutes zone 2, then about 19 minutes of tempo, just dancing above 300. So now let the power and the heart rate ease off, maintain around 38.5 to 38.7 degrees. Dropped off the power, but still rised quite a lot, so really just shutting it down now. See if I can maintain or get that temperature down. Actually crept up to 39. Just been sitting at 39 for half an hour or whatever, which is supposedly my max temperature, so I definitely think I undershot it when I did the ramp test a couple of weeks ago. Yeah, this definitely isn't a limit, but it's definitely higher than I was aiming for, so don't want to overdo it. I'll just cut it when I get to an hour, even though that'll be only 40 minutes in deep training zone. But yeah, big ramp, big drop off. I can actually hear the sweat sloshing around inside the jacket. God. It's Friday, getting out for 3 hours, just zone 2 on the bike today. Yeah, put my race wheels on the TCR, well, the rear wheel, so I've got a working free hub on the TCR, which is good. Just getting that bike ready for the weekend, so 3 hours today, recovery ride tomorrow, so just an hour zone 1. And then yeah, big old road race on Sunday, so see how that goes. That'll be really interesting. So gonna actually go out to the Bucks circuit that I drove in the convoy and just do a lap of that course, just get an idea of just what a race course is like really, because I was driving it in the car, but see what it's actually like on the bike. So yeah, get out there, cage on the bike after I had to rip the old one off. Out of the circuit now. It's only an hour into the ride actually, so I might do a couple of laps of the circuit and see how that is. I just overshot the turn, so gonna head back onto the circuit now. Good ride that. Pretty achy glutes in the last hour or so, and especially in the left side, but getting a bit tweaky. So do some rehab exercises this afternoon and get the massage gun involved, and then rest day tomorrow, and hopefully legs are feeling better. I mean, legs felt good today, but just a bit fatigued from the gym last night, I reckon. But yeah, we'll see how we get on Sunday. Hey guys, it's Saturday. Just getting out for an easy hour. Got East Midlands Road Race Championships tomorrow, so yeah, just spinning the legs out, rest day today. Yeah, see how we get on tomorrow. Hopefully, just make it round in the main group. That'd be ideal, really. I don't know. Yeah, getting round is going to be the main thing. And if I can do that, I'll be happy, and anything else is going to be gravy. So yeah, just get out and spin the legs now,
it's a nice day for it. So. What we've planned for tomorrow, probably have a big bottle with 400 plus grams of carbs just to have all my fueling in there, and then have this with water and probably ditch it at some stage and try and get another one. I might be able to find it afterwards if I've got my name on it. So yeah, I've mainly been chilling out this evening, but getting the bike ready and all that. Pretty much got everything ready to go, and relatively early start, so aim to leave at 9, just so I'm there in plenty of time. Races until 1, but hour and a half drive and such, so if we get out the door by 9, half 9, that's perfect. So yeah, got a plan. So been having a look at the course online, like looking at the profile and where the decisive climb is. Like it's basically just 1 mile long, 3-minute effort up this climb, nice and fast climb, like I was expecting, like 30k an hour plus if we're going full gas on it. So yeah, just see how I get on tomorrow. Really, yeah, should be fun. Also set up some new wheels for this bike, so this will be the training bike, and then get on the TCR when it's nice weather. Doing a bit of a Google Maps recon for breakfast. All the corners look alright, to be fair. Yeah, the road's generally quite smooth. It's just one uphill section, and yeah, downhill doesn't look crazy steep or anything, and there's no crazy chicanes to deal with. So yeah, a pretty untechnical course. So that's good for me. But obviously still riding with other riders, that it's going to be a nervous bunch. So still need to be on your A game and mentally with it to not be involved in any instance really. So yeah, but looking forward to it. It looks like an alright course for me, to be fair. Like the 1 minute, the 3 to 4 minute steep climb effort is a really fast paced one, so I'm not going to be punished as much for my weight really. It's not just like a pure climb. It's a really fast aero climb. So yeah, just stay with the bunch and yeah, see how it goes. Whoa. Just after 9 o'clock, all ready to go. So yeah, let's crack on and get to Nottingham. Lovely day. Really gonna be a warm one for sure. We arrived. Saw the women's race out on the road on the way in.
Steve looks a bit.
5 minutes of riding briefing, so I think I'll just start getting my clothes on. Start do like a 20-minute easy on the rollers, just because it's already so warm. Don't want to get too warm. So yeah. That's probably the bloody hardest ride I've ever done. Yeah, didn't make it round. Got dropped. Yeah, I was with the main group for first hour, and I think I was doing decently well. I'm assuming people were getting dropped, and I was hanging on in there. But unfortunately, there was a horse coming that stopped on the other side of the road, and with all the riders coming past, yeah, it spooked the horse, and the horse like charged into the peloton a little bit. So we all had to stop and wait for the horse to calm down so that we could get going again. And by then, like, front split had happened, and I was in a chasing group, and was in that chasing group for about 45 minutes, and then me and 2 others got spat on the decisive climb. Spat on the climb / the attacks rolling over the top of the climb, and we rolled together for 15 minutes to try and chase back on, but yeah, it was ultimately in vain. One of the riders pulled out, and then me and George just rolled together, basically riding zone 2, maybe tempo up the hills. Yeah, just kept going for a few laps. I decided to go to HQ on this final lap rather than going all back to the finish and then back to HQ. He's gone for a spin out on the road, but yeah, that was so hard, really warm. Obviously my sugar bottle tastes disgusting, like so saturated with solute. But yeah, I had my bottle and managed to get a bottle from this woman that I'd given a bottle to at the start. But yeah, it was a fucking hard day out. That bloody hell, these boys are mental. Yeah, I unfortunate with the horse situation, because that's what really ripped it to shreds. And the chase after that was full gas, just because a big split had occurred, and the guys were motivated to bring it back in. But yeah, it is what it is. It's racing at the end of the day. Got around, enjoyed it. So yeah, on to the next one. Get some proper water down me now.
always a great race to watch. If you're not entered in 2 weeks' time, we're also running a stage race. So come and enter that if you like stage races. Wednesday, Josh Housley for Hoob BCC. Woo! the top comes off. So hold it like that. It splits into 3 pieces.
It's really not. It's not got a time on there.
Do you want me to pass it to Antonio?
That's a big step for someone like
I'll make it out.
Winning a massive bottle of beer, kindly provided from Essen. It's a bistro in Nottingham. Check them out. Riding for Team Skyline is Adam Lewis.
Obviously, being an athlete, you don't drink, so the conversation to have that one once counts. Brent, how are you? Enjoy that tonight, Mark.
Managed to make it home. Let's see if I can unload the car and have a shower before I absolutely crash. Just watch a movie or something. Have some cereal. Big day out there.